to Sardinia. We went on a 2-week road trip for our honeymoon. We landed in the capital city of Cagliari and started in the village of Chia, famous for its beautiful beaches. I would definitely recommend Chia Beach, where you can also spot pink flamingos, or Porto Beach. Please note that almost every parking lot located close to the beach is paid, so it's a good idea to plan ahead which beaches you want to visit. Then we visited the dunes of Porto Pino. It was a really beautiful beach. Logically, you can't walk on the dunes themselves, but you can get close to them and take pictures. Then we followed to the island of Sant'Antioco. There are beaches everywhere and it takes about an hour to explore the island. The little town is really cute and definitely worth a visit. Then we went to see the sunset in the village of Nebida. You definitely have to go to bar 906 Operaio to watch the sunset over the Pan di Zucchero natural monument. The historic town of Iglesias is really close by, and in the city center you'll find these beautiful colorful umbrellas. This was another highlight of our trip. Then we went to another remote beach, Dune di Piscinas. Although it's a bit far and the infrastructure isn't the best, if you have a chance you can spot dolphins or other wildlife. Heading north, you shouldn't miss visiting the historic town of Oristano and also the village of Cuglieri. It takes about 2 hours to visit each place. Then we went to the medieval town of Bosa. It is definitely worth visiting Cane Malu beach. After a short hike you will reach a natural swimming pool made of trachyte cliffs, so the place resembles a lunar landscape. Bosa Castle is worth a visit. Even if you don't enter it, it still offers a beautiful view of the town. The town of Alghero is really close to Bosa, and it was the first town that seemed quite touristy to us. After a short tour, we went on a hike to the Grotta delle Broccherotte. The viewpoint can be reached from the parking lot in about 30 minutes, but be careful as there is nothing to hold on to and the rocks are slippery. We continued further north to the medieval town of Castelsardo. We were really impressed by the picturesque narrow streets overlooking the sea and the laid-back vibe. We then took a car ferry to the Maddalena Arcipelago. There are over 7 islands in total, and while it's best to visit them by boat, you should visit at least 2 beaches reachable by car, such as Relitto Beach or Bassa Trinita Beach. Passing through Olbia, we reached Porto San Paolo to take the ferry to the island of Tavolara. You can easily spend the whole day there. The island is about 5 kilometers long and is divided into 3 zones, one of which is open to public, the second is partially open, and the third is a NATO military base. The beach and the underwater world are amazing. Continuing south, we arrived at the village of Cala Luna. Here you can take a boat trip and visit the famous Cala Luna caves. However, the sea was rough at the time of our visit, so we had no other choice than to walk to Cala Luna from the nearby parking lot. The hike itself was moderate. It took us about 2 hours, 6 kilometers to get there, and luckily the path was covered by trees. We were among the first ones to arrive at the site and it was so magical. On a normal day, the beach is full of boats and tourists, but this was amazing. Then we visited Gola di Gorropu, which is considered to be the largest canyon in Europe. You can trek on your own, but we opted for transport by an off-road jeep that will take you from base camp and drop you near the canyon entrance. Given the heat, we were really happy with this option. However, we still had to walk about 20 minutes to the entrance. The gorge tour takes about an hour and you can take a dip in the water as a reward. We took a boat trip of the Baunei coast from Santa Maria Navarrese town. The trip took a whole day and we saw 4 spots. Cala Golorice, Cala Mariolu Beach, where we stopped for a swim, Cala Luna, the one where we hiked, and then we spent a short stop at Cala Sisina. Heading south, we stopped at Piscina Rey beach. It was the first beach where there was free parking and we were amazed by the crystal clear water. Our last stop before arriving in the capital was the town of Villasimius. Almost every beach is beautiful, so you can't go wrong. regretted that we only had an afternoon to visit the capital of Cagliari. The view of the castle of San Michele was breathtaking. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section if you've already been to Sardinia or if you're planning to. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye!